Hello to all my wonderful subscribers, devout disciples, and students. Welcome. This is your Master GongSun. Welcome to another episode of Civilizing the Barbarian Sutra, known in Mandarin as the Hua Hu Jing. Let us begin chapter 48. Do you want to break out of all emotional and mental knots and become at one with the Tao? If so, you have two paths that you can choose to go down. The first is the path of acceptance. You must accept and affirm everyone and everything. Extend your goodwill and virtue in every direction. Embrace everything as part of the harmonious Tao, and then you will begin to finally perceive it. The second path is of denial. Everything that you see, you could recognize it as a falsehood, an illusion. And if you peel away the facade, you will arrive at the Tao. Even though these paths are totally different, they will lead you to the same place. Spontaneous awareness of the great Tao. And once you have attained it, you must remember, you don't need to struggle to maintain unity. All you have to do is participate. Well, this chapter is a bit more abstract, so let me break it down. So we always have these emotional and mental preconceptions and problems, obstacles that are holding us back, right? And that's why I always tell people not to assume anything. Sometimes, I understand sometimes you have to assume, but try not to, because it will lead to good things for you. For example, I'll give you a kind of a humorous example. It's kind of trivial, but at the same time, it is a good illustration of what I'm talking about. So I have a friend in his 60s. He's an Italian retiree that I've known for over a decade now. And then he's in the 60s, but he has a friend who's even older. She's actually almost 80. She's like 78. So then one day they're both at a restaurant. And then the waiter comes over, and then the waiter is making friendly conversation. And then the waiter asked my friend, let's just call him Bob. The waiter pointed to the old lady, his friend, and then he said, "Oh, is this your mother?" And of course, the old lady, even though she is kind of old, she wasn't happy with it. She wasn't happy with the waiter's assumption, right? So I think a better practice is to not assume anything and ask, "Oh, who is this? This is your friend, your family, right?" This way, you're not assuming anything, and no one gets offended. So that's how we can break free of these knots, right? So we can accept everything and extend our goodwill and virtue to everybody and everything. We embrace everything as part of the Tao. So that's one way to break free of the knots. The second way is of denial. Everything you see is a falsehood, an illusion. And I'm more of the second way, actually, because nothing is ever as it seems. I mean, you scratch beneath the surface and you see the truth. I remember there's a movie I saw, actually. It was about what was it about? Oh, it was starring James Franco and Seth Rogen. It's called The Interview, about how they go to North Korea to interview the leader there, right? Kim Jong Un, right? And then they're at a supermarket, and then the dictator is like, "Oh, everything is fine, right? We have plenty of food for everybody, right?" But James Franco's character goes to the supermarket, and he realizes, "Hey, wait a minute! All the fruits here, all the vegetables here, they're fake, right? It's just a facade. This is just to make it seem that there is enough food to feed everybody in North Korea." Right? And that's how I think a lot of things are in life. Like, nothing is ever as it seems, because people, even your friends, they won't tell you the whole truth if it embarrasses them, if it makes them seem or look bad, they won't tell you. So we have to peel away the veils, right? And once we do that, we arrive at the truth. And then from there, it's just really a short skip and a hop to the Tao, right? We are aware of it. So no need to struggle, right? We just participate. This is your Master GongSun. As usual, keep living in alignment with the Tao.